So today we will learn about staffing. Actually, staffing, this particular term is not there in your syllabus, but the topics that are there, that is coming under staffing only, like recruitment, selection, all these things are coming under staffing. So we have learned about organizing. Organizing, we know that in organization, we have a kind of structure, a framework where different levels are there and different positions are there. So, this is the way we are creating a proper structure in the organization. Now, just the structure is not enough. We have created structure, we have created levels, we have created positions. Now, we need people in that position. That means we are looking for employee. So, how to get employee? In the process of recruitment, selection, we can get some people. So, when we are talking about staffing, these recruitment selection, these are some of the aspects of it, and these are a part of our syllabus. So, we will start from recruitment. So, we can say that recruitment is a process where we are trying to attract some candidates for joining our organization. So, what we are doing, we are informing them, and we are in this process, we are finding possible candidates for a job or a function. So, a job position is there, and the particular job position is having some responsibilities. So, what we are trying to find out, we are trying to find out some people who could be our employee. The process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating them to apply for jobs in an organization will be called as recruitment. So, in the process of recruitment, we are informing, we are attracting, we are stimulating candidates, and we are stimulating them so that they can apply for the job that is there in our organization. Now, how we can stimulate them, inform them? With the help of advertisement, a very easy way to communicate with them. So, advertisement is a process. Now, advertisement could be given in the newspaper, in some dedicated newspapers also, where we are finding out only job related news. And there are also different online things are there, and other different ways are also there that we will discuss. But first of all, we will learn about sources of recruitment. Now, when we are looking for employee for our organization, that means we have certain criteria for that, certain qualification, some characteristics or experience, we can say, skills, we can say. So, we are looking for that. Now, with the help of different sources, what we are trying to do, we are trying to get some candidate, possible employees or prospective employees for our organization. Now, the various activities involved with the process of recruitment is identification of different sources of labor supply. So, sources, first of all, we have to know. So, if it is the first step, so first thing that we have to know, that is sources, from where we can get some employee, and assessment of their validity, then choosing the most suitable source or sources. inviting applications from the prospective candidates for the vacancies. So keep in mind, in case of recruitment, we are not selecting any employee or we are not selecting any candidate or applicant. That means we are not selecting anyone. What we are doing, we are just informing them, we are just stimulating them so that they can apply. And for that particular purpose, how we are going to get some people, some employee for our organization, there could be different sources. So these things are part of recruitment process. Here we are not at all selecting any candidate for our organization. Clear? So first of all, we have to identify the resources. Then only we can get people from there. So how we will be selecting whether the sources are perfect for us, for our organization, that is also there. Like cost is there, time is there, how much cost we can incur, how much time we can invest, that is there. Now, if you look at the sources, there are two different sources. One is internal source, another is external source. Actually, whenever we think about recruitment, we think about external source. Always in your mind, it will come that advertisement will be given, some people will apply for the job. But internally also, recruitment could be done, like in the form of transfer or in promotion. If you think about transfer, that means we are shifting one employee from one particular job to another job of some other department. Some interdepartmental shift could be there. That means we are talking about some horizontal shift. No change in the job position. Like you are not getting a responsibility of a higher job position. You are at the same level. Just from one particular department, you are shifted to some other department. So, in case of transfer, if you think that transfer means there will be a promotion, no, that is not at all mandatory. Interdepartmental transfers are not linked with promotion. There is no relationship with the salary hike also. So it is a horizontal shift. See, here also it is written, not necessarily salary is linked with it. Transfer is a good source of filling the vacancies with employed from overstaffed departments. Maybe in one department, more staffs are there than it is needed. And in some other department, we need some people. So should I recruit someone from outside? We have some people in some other department. We can get those people and we can fill that position. That we can do. Transfer is a good source of filling the vacancies with employees from overstaffed departments. It is practically a horizontal movement of employee. Shortage of suitable personnel in one branch may be filled through transfer from other branch or department. Job transfers are also helpful in avoiding termination and removing individual problems and grievances. So maybe some grievances is there with a co-employee. co-worker. So we can easily solve this problem. Just shift that person to some other department, so the problem will get resolved. Now, if you think about from the side of the employee, this is good for the employee also. Maybe some kind of different things he will be able to learn if he will be shifted from one department to another department. So different transfers could be there. Suppose you are working in a particular branch of a bank, and from one branch to another branch, you will be transferred. Now, if you are working as a, you are doing some front office job, and maybe you are earlier, whatever was there was your responsibility. Now also you will be dealing with the same thing, but in some other branch that could be there, or you are working in some particular department. Now you will be shifted to some other department. So you are having some scope and exposure to learn about something new. The procedure, the process, the system of the new department, that means it is new to you. So there you are learning something. So ultimately it is very good for your career. Fine. Then comes promotion. Promotion is not at all horizontal movement. Rather, it is a vertical movement from one particular level to another level. That person will be promoted. And it is having a very psychological impact over the employee, because a promotion at the higher level may lead to a chain of promotion at lower levels in the organization. So it is having a broader impact. Like the person who will get promotion, obviously he will be motivated. He will try to invest more time and energy, or he will put more effort for his performance. At the same time, the people who are one person will be promoted to next position, so this particular position will remain vacant, so the person who is just below him, he will get the chance to be promoted. So there is a chain of promotion that could be there. So it is motivating. Ultimately it is creating, if you are interested to promote one, so obviously a chain of promotion will be created, and it will create a greater impact on the employees. Now, merits of internal sources. What could be the merits? The employees are motivated to improve their performance. If you find that there is a chain of promotion, you know that maybe at a higher level, someone will get promotion, you know. So you have a chance that you will also get a promotion. So if such kind of target is there, obviously you will try to put more effort. So you are motivated now. Internal recruitment also simply simplifies. Okay, so the process is simple. We are not giving any advertisement. No cost is also there. So cost is less. The time that we have to put for that, we have to arrange for an interview. So a lot of time will be wasted. But internally, if you can recruit, if it is possible, not always possible, not applicable in all the situation, but we have to analyze the situation and we have to judge whether we have choices to internally recruit some people, or we have to go for external recruitment. Now, transfer is a tool of training the employee to prepare them for higher jobs. As because you are giving transfer, that I was telling you that you are getting some more opportunity, more scope. Okay, so ultimately you are developing your employees with this transfer. So, for future requirement, you are preparing your employees. Transfer has the benefit of shifting workforce from surplus department to maintain a balance within the organization. All of
Hello.
you give your attendance in the chat box.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
May you repeat the last plus, please? My network is frequently unstable, ma'am.
Which one, dear?
Ma'am, before just now 1 minute ago, what you said, please, may you repeat that?
The last point.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, ma'am. My net is unstable, ma'am.
Okay. So I was talking about that when I am providing as an employer, I am providing my employee some kind of transfer. So I am giving him some opportunity so that he will be able to learn about some new things. And in this way, I am developing my existing employees for future requirement. Like future some high level vacancies will be there, and if my employees are well developed, then easily I can get employee from inside, means within the organization. I don't have to go outside for this particular requirement that I was mentioning. And transfer has the benefit of shifting workforce from surplus department to some like we can create some balance within the organization. There is shortage in one department, there is surplus in another department. Just we are bringing one person, some people from one department to another department. In this way, we can maintain a proper balance. Filling of jobs internally is cheaper as compared to getting candidates from external source, that I have mentioned this one. And limitation we will do in our next session.